We're gonna get this shindig kicked off with our Big A show. You guys ready?
So, you know, the vision behind Rockstravaganza really, you know, as we've grown, we've tried to do events where we can bring all of our students together.
It was just impossible to get all of the kids one day in one venue. There was just too many kids. So we started thinking how cool it would be to do like an end of season or an annual festival and take over multiple venues, and that way have all the kids come together, all the kids could meet each other within the same city at the different schools, and it would just be an awesome all-day festival.
Would have been like an overwhelmingly awesome experience. There is nothing I can imagine that's cooler than that.
Kind of like a South by Southwest, but for kids, where they could really, you know, get to know their peers in the rock music scene. Because, from my perspective, you know, these kids are going to be the scene. They're going to be the future of the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene.
Those kids are they're gonna get heard by people that have never heard them before. Probably never even knew that the thing existed, never knew what the School of Rock was all about. I think with Rockstravaganza, it's such a great way to not only get the kids more experience, but to get the kids more shows just outside of the school, which I think is an ultimate goal of mine.
The idea of putting Rockstravaganza in Deep Ellum, Texas. It's basically an area, it's not too big. It's like 3 streets in downtown Dallas, but it has tons of clubs and bars and restaurants and just anything music related. It's a really cool place.
Doing the event in Deep Ellum was definitely by design. You know, I don't think even a lot of the kids quite get kind of how cool this day is.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I've never really played at a club before. I've watched people play at clubs before, but I've never done it myself.
Hi, I'm Miranda Ferrer, and I'm 15 years old, and I go to School of Rocks. I've never been, but I hear that bands that started out there, like starting play there, and it's a cool place in Dallas to watch concerts and stuff. Hey, I'm expecting a lot of people to be there because it's all the School of Rocks together in one. I think I'm most excited for my solo on Love Gun.
Usually we play little places off to the side where no one can see us, but this is going to be us playing in front of a crowd, like at trees. In the future, we will be a part of that music scene. I want to have a band down at Deep Ellum playing every night, just making money and doing what I love.
We went to some of the club owners down there that we kind of knew personally from being in our bands and playing at the different venues. We went to Club Dada, The Bone, who both have inside stages and outside stages, which is awesome. And then of course the famous Trees. And all 3 of those venues have been amazing to work with. They're so excited with what we're doing about bringing kids in and giving them a place to play, like for real. You know, having a place to play as a musician obviously is extremely important. But now being able to work with kids and work with the next generation of musicians and get to inspire them on a regular basis, and then not only that, but get to give them this amazing opportunity, something that I never had. you know, something that all of us teachers have been working our butts off for years and playing. We never had anything like this. And
we don't have a foundation, we don't have big corporate backers, we don't have investors or folks that are making big donations. So it's really upon us to find ways to bring in money to help kids who couldn't otherwise afford our program to be able to benefit from it. And so what Rockstravaganza gives us the opportunity to do is every ticket that we sell, we donate 100% of that to what we call our scholarship fund, and it allows us to reinvest in our schools and our community.
It's so cool to be able to give kids this opportunity, especially an event that's so huge like this with this many stages and this caliber of venue. It's really cool to be able to do. It's cool to be able to see the kids play on venues like that, see their parents come out and really enjoy it. From a completely selfish standpoint, get to play my music for all these kids as well and get to have, you know, a blast doing it. I mean, that's the whole point of being a musician in the first place, is having fun, being creative, having an awesome outlet, and we're getting to do that for these kids.
I really want to see School of Rock Southlake because that's where Kristen is, and Kristen's in the Virgin Wolves, and I love the Virgin Wolves.
Hi, I'm Jameson. I run and direct the after-school program Homeroom Rocks at the Southlake School of Rock.
My name is Steve. I'm the Southlake drum teacher at the School of Rock.
My name's Chase. I'm the local bum. I work at Ace Hardware.
I'm Carson. I am the assistant music director at the Frisco School of Rock.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I am the general manager of the Southlake School of Rock.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hi, the Virgin Wolves.
Play for all of our kids that we see all the time. I mean, these are the kids that we're working with all the time and teaching them how to be rockers, you know, and teaching them how to be musicians. And then we actually get to go up on stage and show them what we do and why we're doing this and why we love teaching.
And it gives us a chance to be a big inspiration, you know, to the little kids that we do see every single day.
And, you know, there is a lifestyle, you know, in music, and teaching that through, you know, playing shows and having kids come out and actually see their teachers play, yeah, and feeling the music, you know. I think it's gonna be a really cool day. And cut.
Here. And also the Nicholsons. Just can't wait to see them.
I'm a co-owner of the School of Rock, and Ray is a music director here in Frisco. Marty's music director in Southlake, and has been a music director at 3 of the schools, 3 or 4. And we all just started playing together because we were here late at night talking about kids and all the wonderful things that happen within the walls of the School of Rock, and decided to form a band, which is the Nicholsons, which is a Jack Nicholson worship band. No, I mean, I think what was funny is when we started it off, you know, a handful of kids know who Jack. I mean, I think anyone over the age of 25 obviously knows who Jack is.
I get the questions that kids are asking now are challenges, right? So like, how do I write a song about the bucket list, or how do I write a song about you know,
anger management,
or the Lakers, or Kobe Bryant, or like any of that stuff? Like it's actually kind of fun, man, because everyone's got ideas about what they you know, like their first impression of Jack, or the first thing they think of when they think of Jack. So I think that's cool, man. It's always going to keep us on our toes.
And I think it's been kind of cool for the kids that we teach to see the three of us in a band and creating original music and playing it out. So we're playing at Rockstravaganza because I think actually a lot of the students, a lot of the parents, a lot of the people that we know at School of Rock, probably a large majority haven't really seen us yet.
I think it's good for kids to see how passionate we all as a group, just all the teachers, all the music directors, everything are just about music, you know. I think it's going to be cool. The only thing I'm nervous about is actually parents being like, wow, that dude's teaching my kids.
I think for me, our South Lake School is relatively new. We opened in roughly November of 2010, and I don't think one student there has really seen me play, to my knowledge. So other than playing with the little kids, the one-on-one bands at the end of season shows, and just the fact that they can see that I put my money where my mouth is, you know, that I walk the walk. Because I'm always yelling at them to jump around and to, you know, put on a show and be entertaining. And hopefully, you know, I do that, and hopefully I don't screw up too bad, because, you know, it will be their first impression. So, but I think that's really cool that they'll get to see that, and that these kids have the opportunity. The Frisco kids have seen us play multiple times, but for the Dallas kids, for the South Lake kids, for the Fort Worth kids, to see Keith's band and, you know, the Virgin Wolves, and all of us, it's great. So.
And like the younger kids, like even here, I love that point. I mean, my own kids are, what, 8 and 10, and they've never seen us play. They've heard about our band. And, so that's cool. It is cool. It's great that those little dudes will be able to watch us and all these other bands. There's a lot of great bands and other student bands playing, and there's just a lot going on at Rockstravaganza. It's going to be awesome.
When I moved to Dallas in my college years, I always went to Deep Ellum on the weekends. I would go see mini bands, you know, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. It was just the most happening place.
I first started playing Deep Ellum, I think, when I was 17 years old or something like that. And it was a lot of fun, and even since then it's gone downhill. Hopefully my band had nothing to do with it.
For some reason, it just kind of started going downhill. You know, clubs were closing, and it was really sad, especially for the music scene in all of Dallas. So recently, over the past couple years, you know, it's starting to pick back up. But what we really wanted to do with this Rockstravaganza event was give the kids a place to play in real clubs, in real venues, and help kind of revitalize Deep Ellum, like introduce kids of the next generation to this amazing place and just get it going again.
I live in Dallas. My kids are in Dallas. My kids are part of School of Rock, and I love Dallas. And I've also lived in other great cities in the U.S., like, you know, Austin, which has 6th Street, or, you know, New York and California, which, you know, every city's kind of got its scene. And in Dallas, the music scene, you know, when I first moved here, was in Deep Ellum. It was thriving. It was crazy, you know, on weekends, and it kind of had a downfall, and it's kind of feels like it's getting back on the upswing, which is awesome. And, you know, to be a part of helping to push that upswing even more with these kids, getting out and being part of it, getting comfortable being in Deep Ellum, which maybe doesn't always have the best rap in terms of, you know, if it's safe or if it's a good place to play. I think kids will get down there and see that Deep Ellum's awesome. I mean, we have a great area of town for live music, and, you know, to help be a part of bringing that back and reviving it and watching it grow. And I mean, literally hundreds of kids will be down there seeing these clubs and seeing how cool Deep Ellum is, and hopefully making Deep Ellum, you know, thought of in the same breath as a 6th Street in Austin or a Bourbon Street in New Orleans, or, you know, pick your favorite city. There's usually that little section of town where rock music and live rock music is played. I mean, Deep Ellum was that, and I think we'll be that again, and we want to be a big part of that, and I'm excited about it.
When I do lessons and band coaching, I practice like guitar and all these chords in my guitar lesson, and in band coaching I write songs and get them ready for gigs like the one I'm playing on Sunday. I'm gonna be playing at Club Dada, and I'm really excited because it's gonna be like really fun because I've never played in a club before, like I said earlier.
We're going to do some Blondie, Led Zeppelin, a lot of other people.
I've enjoyed everything.
We've come to the end, the very first Rockstravaganza. It's been unbelievable. The kids rock so hard, the teachers rock so hard. We're all exhausted. So that's a wrap, man. Later.